So really feeling confident about how you say, what you say to someone who brings up these issues is going to be really important. So one of the first things is I can't afford it. How many people have had somebody say I can't afford it? Okay. And so you kind of fumble, like, should I say this, should I say that? So Mark's going to talk a little bit about what he's found to be effective and things that he's learned from other leaders who have told us how to address it.
Thank you, Karen. You know, what Karen said last there was what I've learned from other leaders. Looking and understanding what it is that you have. Honestly, I get almost zero pushback on costs. Zero. I don't think I've had 2 people in the last 50 new clients that have asked me and said, oh, I can't afford that, and walked away. And the reason is this. Let me ask you a question. Do you know what you have in your hands? I mean, do you really understand what it is that you have? You are a lifesaver. Financial, physical, mental, spiritual. You have something in your hands that is so powerful that if you really got it and you shared it, people are excited. So the first thing when I have someone who wants to know about the program, I connect with them and I ask them, what is it that you want? What would you like? Oh, I want to lose 30 pounds and get off my diabetes medication and my high blood pressure, and I hurt my joints. And I listen to it all. I say, okay, great. But what is it you would like to have? Well, I'd like to be able to go hiking with my husband. I'd like to be able to go to Disneyland and ride Space Mountain and fit into the seat. And so I start talking with him, and so often these people have lost the ability to dream. They have no hope. So I said, all right, how many pounds would you like to lose? Okay, so let's see, that's, we're in June, July, August. How about September? Going to Space Mountain. And you're walking down past Star Tours, and you stop and you're looking at one of the windows, and what do you see? What are you weighing? Because you're at your weight. What are you wearing? I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing that top. Great. And you go up the stairs and you get into that the line there, and it's a short line, and you walk through it. And you sit down in that roller coaster, and what do you feel? The bar isn't hitting. Yeah. And you're sliding side to side in that seat. Won't that feel great? Yeah. So they're so excited because they see it, they get it. And you share experiences. You know something? I have this wonderful client who's lost 110 pounds. But you know, in the first 3 months, she got off her diabetes medications. She saved $1,000 a month. I had a client just last night. So I had 2 clients yesterday. One is I was driving, and it was just magnificent. I asked her, what did she want? Well, you know, she wanted to be able to lose this weight and to travel. I said, great. What would it mean to you, to lose that weight? And I shared my story. I said, in October, I started the program. By February, I was down 50 pounds. I was at a weight that I haven't been since junior high. She says, oh, back to my high school weight. That would be amazing. I asked her how much it was, and I said, 5 to 6 months, you'll be there. Really? I mean, she was electrified. She texted me back in caps with dots behind it. She was excited. So once you have their heart, I get no pushback. I actually had a gal say, I'm selling my car to pay for the food. So I'll talk to you in 2 days. But it's because I have a dream. So really, let me be brutal here. It may be, if you're having a lot of problems with people asking you about how much does it cost, I can't afford that, and you aren't able to connect with them, it may be because of a concept concept in your hearing. Is it really expensive? Is it really expensive? It isn't. Oh my gosh. If you look at what it costs, what we save, and how we feel, and the energy we have, what is that worth? Even if it's an extra $50 more than what they're paying a month already, which for us it was way, way under. What is the health and the dream worth? So that's what I do, and I get no pushback. It is really, really effective. And I got excited clients, and I know where I'm going with it.
Thank you. Mark helps them find the value before he ever talks about cost. That's what you have to remember. You have to make them understand the value of what they have in their hand before you start talking. James is going to address the objection. I would love to do it, but I don't have time. How many of us have heard? That's a very, very common one. It sounds great, but I'm a busy mom. I've got a job. I don't have time.
So if you want the definition of busy, when I went to a program with my health coach, at the time I was a project manager for an electrical contractor, managing $35 million at a time, a lot of it out of town, a lot of time in the car. So what was easy to do? Stop and get something already made. I had a 2-year-old, a 7-month-old, president of PTA, or of the HOA board of 158 unit complex. Have a lot of hobbies: hunting, snowboarding, you name it. But you know what? Busy wasn't what was keeping me unhealthy. It was not having the tools. And what do we have? What does Take Shape for Life have? It's a big tool chest. But the question is, are the people willing to use the tools? And so when somebody tells me that they're too busy, most of the time it's because they haven't thought that it's rip and tear, or maybe I can prepare those soups in Tupperware at home, and then I just need to go to the break room and microwave them. Or for me, it was go into the job trailer and use the microwave that every job trailer has, or 7-Eleven might have, whatever it is. Ready-made shakes, yeah, they cost a little more, but if time is your problem, what is that cost really worth to you? What are we trading? Time for money. And so it's the excuse of I'm too busy is just that. It's an excuse. And like Mark says, were you an actor? and that is passion to its fullest. But if somebody says they don't have time, it's an excuse. And that goes into health coaching too. I mean, as a health coach, the only thing that's changed, my kids are a little older. Instead of being president of the HOA board, now I'm heavily involved in the PTA. And now because I've lost weight, I even have more hobbies. And I have money to do them. So the time thing should never be an excuse, whether it's for a client or for a coach. Because, like Mark says, we haven't helped them see the vision. We haven't helped them see what's possible. And so, same thing. It's about training. It's about showing up to the events. It's about using your mentorship. Like Karen said, would love to get your phone call. I've never called anyone in my upline, and I've had them. They may say, you know what? I have a meeting scheduled right now with a client or a coach. But let me call you right back. Everybody's willing to help everyone. And so utilize that, leverage that. Hopefully that helps.
And the last one, which I seem to be getting more and more, is I don't eat packaged food. I only eat organic whole food, and I'm not going to eat those packaged foods. Now, this sounds overweight, but they're not going to eat anything that's not organic. So Dr. Schwartz is going to address that.
This is one of my favorite subjects, because I'm a doctor, so I'm presenting to people about how important it is that they have some handle on their health. And everybody that's coming to me believes that I have something to offer them. So if they bring up something like processed food, it's like what Dr. Caesar showed on his supposed smoothie that looked great, except it had 40 grams of sugar in it, and it was not really good for them. It just didn't look good because it was some brand that they'd heard of before. And so I say, first of all, what are you trying to do here? What can I do to help you? They ask you some questions. And just getting to know that person, you quickly find out that they don't care what really was processed in that. They want to know that it's good for them, that it's scientifically sound, that I believe in it, that I've studied it enough that I did it myself 3 years ago and lost 85 pounds and kept it off. And by that point, there's such credibility that they want to go on to the next subject. So then they'll say, well, I eat a lot of organic food. I said, it won't hurt you, but it's a lot more expensive. And there's no guarantee that that's going to make you healthy or get you to lose weight, because it's the amount of food you eat. I used to eat a lot of healthy food, but way too much of it. So, the other thing that comes up is always something about, well, am I going to like the taste of it? Or what if I don't like artificial sweeteners or something? Or soy, isn't that going to make me get breast cancer? Put a little tape on that too, but I always say, I didn't do this myself till I looked at all the scientific evidence of it, and I was ironclad guaranteed by looking at that. Johns Hopkins University verified in the 1980s to be the best way to lose weight and to really get on a healthy planet. And I said, that convinced me. So I believe in it, I believe you should believe in it. But study it if you'd like, I'll give you the references. And I've never had a person turn those things down after that dialogue, that discussion. So I would say come from a position of truth and having done it yourself as a coach or as a client. And it's amazing how people can turn that around. So thank you.
Thank you.